How to invest your first $100, a step-by-step guide. Imagine turning your first $100 into a fortune. Sounds impossible? Think again. You see, most people think you need thousands, even tens of thousands of dollars to start investing, but that's simply not true. The truth is, the most important step is just getting started, and today, I'm going to show you how. Welcome to Finance Gen, where we turn your financial dreams into reality. Today, we're diving into how you can invest your first $100 wisely. We'll explore different investment strategies, break down complex financial jargon into easy-to-understand concepts, and empower you to take control of your financial future. Whether you're a student looking to grow your savings, someone just starting their career, or just someone who wants to be smarter with their money, this video is for you. Let's get started. Before we jump into specific investment options, let's talk about why starting with just $100 is so powerful. See, it's not about the initial amount, but about building the right habits and understanding the fundamental principles of investing. It's about shifting your mindset from a consumer to an investor. One of the most important concepts in investing is compound interest. Albert Einstein is often credited with calling it the eighth wonder of the world, and for good reason. Compound interest is essentially earning interest on your interest. It's like a snowball effect. Let's say you invest that $100 and earn a modest 7% return per year. After the first year, you'll have $107. Not bad, right? But here's where the magic happens. In year 2, you're not earning 7% on just the original $100, but on the $107. And so on and so forth. Over time, this compounding effect can lead to exponential growth. It might not seem like much in the beginning, but even small, consistent contributions can grow into significant sums over the long term. The earlier you start, the more time your money has to compound, and the more you benefit from this powerful force. Now I know what you might be thinking. Graham, 7%? Where am I going to find those kinds of returns? And you're right to be skeptical of any get-rich-quick schemes. There's no guaranteed path to riches in the stock market. But historically, the S&P 500, which is an index that tracks the performance of 500 of the largest publicly traded U.S. companies, has returned an average of around 10% per year. Of course, past performance is not indicative of future results, but it illustrates the potential of long-term investing. The key takeaway here is that starting small is not a disadvantage. It's an opportunity to learn, experiment, and build a solid foundation for your financial future. Don't underestimate the power of starting small and letting your money work for you over time. Alright, so you got your $100 ready to invest. Where do you put it? Well, let's start with one of the simplest and safest options, a high-yield savings account. Now, you might be thinking, Graham, a savings account? That's not really investing, is it? And you're right, it's not the most exciting investment out there, but it's a crucial first step for building a solid financial foundation. See, a high-yield savings account offers a higher interest rate compared to traditional savings accounts. While the interest rates are still relatively low, they're better than nothing, and they provide a safe place to store your emergency fund. What's an emergency fund? It's essentially 3 to 6 months' worth of living expenses set aside in a readily accessible account. This money is there for you in case of unexpected events like job loss, medical emergencies, or car repairs. Having this financial safety net is crucial before you start investing in potentially riskier assets. It gives you peace of mind and prevents you from having to dip into your investments or, even worse, go into debt when unexpected expenses arise. Now, when it comes to finding a high-yield savings account, it's essential to shop around and compare interest rates from different banks and credit unions. Don't settle for the first option you come across. A difference of even a few tenths of a percentage point can add up over time. Online banks typically offer more competitive interest rates compared to traditional brick-and-mortar banks. This is because they have lower overhead costs, which they can pass on to their customers in the form of higher interest rates. So, while a high-yield savings account might not make you rich overnight, it's an essential component of a well-rounded financial plan. It provides a safe haven for your emergency fund and allows you to earn a little bit of interest while you're at it. Chapter 3. Micro-investing apps. Now, let's step things up a notch and talk about micro-investing apps. These apps have become incredibly popular in recent years, and for good reason. They make investing accessible to everyone, even if you only have a few dollars to spare. So, how do these apps work? Well, they typically connect to your bank account or credit card and round up your purchases to the nearest dollar. That spare change is then invested in a diversified portfolio of stocks, bonds, or other assets. For example, let's say you buy a cup of coffee for $3.50. The micro-investing app would round up your purchase to $4 and invest that extra 50 cents. It might not seem like much, but these small amounts can add up over time, especially if you make frequent purchases. One of the biggest advantages of micro-investing apps is their low barrier to entry. Many of these apps have no minimum investment requirements, making them ideal for beginner investors who are just starting out. Another benefit is their user-friendliness. These apps are designed with simplicity in mind, making it easy for anyone to navigate the platform and start investing. They often have educational resources and tools to help you learn the basics of investing. However, it's important to note that micro-investing apps do come with some downsides. One potential drawback is the limited investment options. While these apps offer diversification, they typically don't provide access to the same range of investment choices as traditional brokerage accounts. Additionally, some micro-investing apps charge fees which can eat into your returns. It's crucial to compare fees from different apps before making a decision. Look for apps that offer low or no fees to maximize your investment growth. Overall, micro-investing apps can be a great way to dip your toes into the world of investing, especially if you're new to the game or have limited funds to invest. They offer a simple, convenient, and affordable way to start growing your money. Chapter 4: Index Funds. Alright, now let's talk about index funds. Remember how I mentioned the S&P 500 earlier? Well, an index fund is essentially a basket of stocks or bonds that tracks a specific market index like the S&P 500. Think of it like a pre-built, diversified portfolio. Instead of buying individual stocks, which can be time-consuming and risky, you're investing in a fund that holds a collection of stocks, providing instant diversification. Why is diversification important? Well, it's all about managing risk. By spreading your money across different assets, you're reducing the impact of any single stock or bond on your overall portfolio. Index funds are known for their low fees compared to actively managed funds. Actively managed funds have portfolio managers who actively buy and sell securities in an attempt to outperform the market. However, this active management comes at a cost, and those fees can eat into your returns. Index funds, on the other hand, are passively managed, meaning they track a specific index without trying to beat the market. This passive approach results in lower fees, which can significantly boost your long-term returns. Now you might be wondering, Graham, if index funds are so great, why would anyone invest in anything else? And it's a valid question. Index funds have historically outperformed actively managed funds over the long term. Of course, there are always exceptions, and some actively managed funds do outperform. But for the average investor, index funds offer a simple, low-cost, and effective way to build wealth over time. When choosing an index fund, it's important to consider the expense ratio, which is the annual fee charged by the fund. Lower expense ratios mean more of your money is working for you. You'll also want to look at the fund's historical performance, although remember that past performance is not indicative of future results. Chapter 5: Investing in Yourself. Now, we've talked a lot about investing your money, but there's another type of investment that's equally important: investing in yourself. You see, the greatest asset you have is your own knowledge, skills, and abilities. Think about it. The more you learn, the more valuable you become to employers, clients, or customers. Investing in your education, whether it's through formal education, online courses, books, or mentorship, can pay off in dividends throughout your life. Let's say you're passionate about photography. You could invest that $100 in an online photography course or a new lens for your camera. These investments can help you improve your skills, expand your knowledge, and potentially turn your passion into a profitable side hustle or even a full-time career. Or maybe you're interested in learning a new language. There are countless language learning apps and resources available online that can help you become fluent in another language, opening up new career opportunities or simply enriching your travel experiences. Investing in yourself doesn't have to be expensive. There are tons of free resources available online, such as YouTube tutorials, blog posts, and online communities where you can learn valuable skills and gain knowledge. The key is to identify your interests, passions, and career goals and then seek out opportunities to expand your knowledge and skills in those areas. Remember, the more you invest in yourself, the more valuable you become, and the more opportunities you'll attract into your life. So there you have it. 5 powerful ways to invest your first $100. Remember, investing isn't just for the wealthy, it's for anyone willing to learn, grow, and take control of their financial future. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more financial tips from Finance General. And be sure to share this video with anyone who's ready to start their investing journey. Remember, every great financial journey starts with a single step. Take yours today. You got this!